In this video, we are going to see the full installation of the basic deployment presented in another video. This picture shows the prerequisite to install Meridio. We need a gateway, a Kubernetes cluster, Spire and NSM deployed in the cluster. When deploying the operator, here are the resources that are installed in the cluster. We now have new roles, new role bindings, service account, services, config map, deployment, validating and mutating webhook, and new custom resource definitions. The mutating webhook, the leader election role, and the leader election role binding are optional components. So it could happen in some deployment that these resources are not present. Since all prerequisites are installed in the cluster, we can now deploy the operator. We are going to deploy it via the makefile, but Helm chart or bundle are also possible options. As shown in the picture, 3 config maps have been deployed. There is also one deployment with one replica, 2 roles, 2 role binding, 1 service, 1 service account, 1 validating webhook, 1 mutating webhook, and 7 new custom resource definitions. So the trench, the conduit, stream, flow, VIP, attractor, and gateway. When deploying a new trench custom resource, here are the resources that are installed in the cluster. We now have new stateful sets, services, role binding, service account, and config map. We are now going to apply a new trench. The new trench is deployed. When the trench has been applied, the operator has deployed 2 services, two stateful sets, and 1 replica in each. One role binding, 1 service account, and 1 config map. The config map has also been configured with the current trench configuration. When deploying the VIP custom resource, no new resource is installed in the cluster. Only the config map is reconfigured. Now we are going to apply 2 new VIP addresses, one for IPv4 and the other one for IPv6. The VIPs are now deployed. So no new resource has been deployed while deploying the VIPs, but the config map has been reconfigured. When deploying the Conduit custom resource, here are the resources that are installed in the cluster. We now have a new daemon set. Now we are going to apply a new conduit. The conduit is now deployed. When the conduit has been applied, the operator has deployed a new daemon set. And the config map has been reconfigured. When deploying an Attractor custom resource, here are the resources that are installed in the cluster. We have now new deployments and a pod distribution budget. We are now going to apply a new Attractor. The Attractor is now deployed. When the Attractor has been applied, the operator has deployed two new deployments. And a new PDB. The config map has also been reconfigured. When deploying the gateways, in the same way as the VIP, no new resource is installed in the cluster. Only the config map is reconfigured. Now we are going to apply two new gateways, one for IPv4 and the other one for IPv6. The gateway are now deployed. No new resource has been deployed while deploying the gateways, but the config map has been reconfigured. When deploying the stream custom resource, same as the VIP and the gateways, no new resource is installed in the cluster and only the config map is reconfigured. Now we are going to apply a new stream. The stream is now deployed. And no new resource has been deployed while deploying the stream, but the config map has been reconfigured. And when deploying a flow custom resource, in the same way as the VIP, the gateway, and the stream, no new resource is installed in the cluster and only the config map is reconfigured. And now we are going to deploy a new flow. The flow is now deployed. And no new resource has been deployed while deploying the flow, but the config map has been reconfigured. Now the only missing part is the target pods. The example target provided by Meridio is made to automatically open a single stream, so the targets are connected to the conduit and ready to receive traffic through the sources we deployed previously. Now we are going to apply the example targets. They are now deployed. And when they will be in the running state, we will be able to send traffic. We can now send traffic using the IPv4, and in the same way we can send traffic using the IPv6. Thank you for watching this video. The resources used in this video, like deployment files, versions, and the complete instructions, are available in the description below. If you are interested in this project, feel free to visit the GitHub repository. Any contribution like new issues, pull requests, or just a simple star are welcome.